Brad White. This is the Spirit of AutoPower 3, and it's a 1971 Honda 600 AA blown fuel competition coupe. Ever since I've been a little kid, I've dreamed about getting in the car and going over 300 miles an hour. My grandfather started going in the 50s, and my father started going in the 60s, and I've been going in the early 90s, so it's a family tradition. I was fortunate enough to grow up around this, and watching my father and my grandfather chase the record of the world's fastest piston-powered vehicle was something I didn't really truly appreciate at the time. I just thought it was normal. Thought everyone's grandfather went try to be the world's fastest guy, and then later on in life you start realizing how unusual it really was, and how fortunate I was to be in a situation to be able to spend time like that and learn from these legends of the sport I got to grow up with. This form of racing is one of the last true forms of racing where you dream it, you build it, you can race it. You know, it leaves a lot of creativity to the builders and the crew guys and the tuners that do what they want to do. You know, a lot of these other groups, you know, you can only run a certain size fuel pump and a certain size tire and a certain size wing. You know, in lots of these classes that we're running at the Bonneville Salt Flats, there's more creativity.
My dad was a race car guy, and I just kind of followed in his footsteps. Ever since I was a little guy, I used to see my dad leave towing the truck and trailer from the house, you know, and man, I'd like to be doing this. And as soon as I got to about 6 years old, I was able to go with him. The first record I set at Bonneville, it was the year I graduated high school, and I drove until about 2 years ago. At Bonneville, they have what they call the 200 mile an hour club, and then they have a 300 mile an hour chapter of that club and a 400 mile an hour chapter. Well, I originally got in the 200 mile an hour club in 1973 at 246 miles an hour, and then I progressed on, and then I got into the 300 in 1990 at 384 miles an hour. There's no money involved as far as prize money or anything like that. It's all just what you think you can do. And in this type of racing, there's no two cars the same, so everybody's got their ideas of what they think is going to be better than another idea, and it makes you feel pretty good when something works that nobody else has done before. You know, in this particular class, it's called a competition coupe, and the car has to be originally an original 4-passenger car, and from the firewall back, the body lines have to stay the same, but you can chop the top. From the firewall forward, you can use your imagination and do what you want to make the car work. This car is 49 inches wide. There's not too many 4-passenger cars on the road that are 49 inches wide. So, you know, a lot of people in this class, 53 Studebaker is a very popular car for this class. They have a lot of streamlined lines to them, but they're 6 feet wide. And Mustangs and Camaros, those are popular cars for this class. But I just kind of was thinking out of the box a little bit and trying to come up with something small to punch a hole in the air.
A big difference for land speed cars, some people don't really realize, is the weight of these cars. Compared to a drag race car, you're trying to make everything light as possible. Titanium and exotic metals to try to drop the weight. If you look down at our car here, we have lead ballast bolted to the side of the car. We have 1-inch thick steel plates in certain sections of the car, because for this thing, you're trying to get the horsepower to the ground by adding the weight. You know, once you start going over 150 miles an hour, the aerodynamics that you can put on the car will start making a big difference. But from 0 to 150, you got to get that power to the ground somehow, and it's by weight.